Liverpool's pursuit of a top 4 finish has taken another potentially significant turn, with fresh developments emerging that could shape the remainder of their campaign. At a stage of the season where fine margins often determine success or failure, any shift in momentum, on or off the pitch, carries added weight. With Liverpool locked in a competitive battle for Champions League qualification, the latest news may influence both selection plans and the broader outlook heading into the decisive weeks. Supporters will be watching closely as the situation unfolds, aware that even subtle changes can have a meaningful impact on the run-in. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Florian Wirtz is not expected to play either game against Wolves this week, with the German's back injury likely to keep him out until Liverpool visit Galatasaray. Wirtz has already missed 2 games and is likely to sit out of 2 more, with the playmaker suffering a back injury in the warm-up for Nottingham Forest. Speaking after Saturday's 5-2 win over West Ham, Slot ruled his number 7 out of Tuesday's trip to Wolves, but gave hope for a return in time for the FA Cup fixture at the same stadium on Friday night. But in his pre-match press conference on Monday morning, the head coach indicated Wirtz would not be available until the Champions League trip to Galatasaray on March 10th at the earliest. Not anything different to say than what I said after the game, he explained. The game tomorrow will probably come too soon, and maybe the game at the weekend as well. But let's see how it ends up. We hope to have him back sometime next week, maybe a bit earlier, maybe a bit later, but that time scale. Wirtz has been largely fit up until now, with only 6 outfielders clocking more minutes on the pitch for Liverpool, and that has allowed him to find more consistency in his form. His absence is undoubtedly a blow, but the manner in which the Reds responded without him against West Ham, with Dominik Szoboszlai in the advanced midfield role, is encouraging. Szoboszlai is likely to keep his place as the number 10 against Wolves on Tuesday night, though with Wirtz also expected to miss the FA Cup 5th round tie, it could see Slot get more creative. Liverpool are still short of options with Wataru Endo, James McConnell and Stefan Bajcetic sidelined, but Trey Nyoni and Rio Ngumoha could come in for more game time in the coming weeks. In this section of the video, we will go over our 5 biggest takeaways from our 5-2 win over West Ham on Saturday. Liverpool improved in a couple of key areas as they scored from multiple avenues to beat West Ham 5-2 in the Premier League. Number 1, a feel-good win. Fans streamed out of Anfield in a good mood, having seen plenty of goals in both halves to secure a vital win. Apart from a few periods of uncertainty in the second half, as shown on the score sheet by those 2 West Ham goals, this was one of the more convincing wins for Liverpool under Arne Slot. The quick start was one thing, but sometimes it's also important to have the final say. Getting the last goal of a game helps keep any morale generated from the start in place until the end. It keeps the feel-good factor for the players in the dressing room and the fans outside the ground after the game is finished. That the 5th of Liverpool's 5 goals came via the play of a substitute helped. Even though it will go down as an Axel Disasi, Jeremy Frimpong played a key role in it. It helps ensure everyone feels like they contributed to the win and boosts morale for the next game. Number 2, Set Piece FC. From the start of the season to the end of 2025, Liverpool were the worst team in the Premier League when it came to scoring from set pieces. Not anymore. Since the turn of the year, they have scored 8 in the Premier League and 10 in all competitions, taking them from the worst team in this regard to the best in the league. According to Opta's Michael Reed, per their definitions, the 3 first half goals today meant that at the time, Liverpool's last 7 goals had come from non-penalty set pieces. It marks a noticeable improvement in such scenarios, at least in attack. Journalist David Lynch reported earlier in the month that there has been a clear and important shift towards maximising the team's biggest box threat, Van Dijk, much as Arsenal have done so successfully with Gabriel in recent years. This was clearly one part of the plan against West Ham, and it worked well as it has been doing throughout 2026. It's a complete turnaround and a welcome one in an area of the game that is increasingly important at the top level. Number 3. Slow starters, not today. Like set pieces, starting games quickly is something Liverpool have not done to good effect this season. Going into this game, West Ham were the team known for having a good first half record. A total of 59% of their league goals had come in the opening half, making them the best team in the league for this particular stat. Liverpool, meanwhile, were the second worst, on just 31%, but went against this trend in emphatic fashion, scoring 3 goals by half-time. Going into the game, Liverpool had the worst record in the league for goals in the first 20 minutes of games. But attacking the Kop in the first half, they scored within the first 5 minutes to set the tone for the rest of the game. Number 4 were substitutions too few and too late. At 3-0 up, even at 3-1 up, Arne Slot had a great opportunity to rest some of his regulars ahead of a busy schedule. The first sub wasn't made until the 76th minute though, when Rio Numoha replaced Ekitike. There was clearly some tiredness creeping in, and the team began to look unconvincing at times in the second half on both sides of the ball. This fatigue led to some tentative play, some anxiety in the crowd, which crept onto the pitch, and also saw West Ham score twice. 2 of the 5 available subs gave around a 15-minute break to Hugo Ekitike and Joe Gomez, but the only other sub used was Trey Nyoni, who replaced Ryan Gravenberch on 86 minutes. It might not be as noticeable during a convincing win, but there was the opportunity here to rest players and involve more of the subs, giving some match practice to those who will no doubt be needed in the future. Number 5. Goal difference could make all the difference. In what is building into a tightly contested race for the Champions League spots, goal difference could well play a part come the end of the season. Obviously, Liverpool would prefer not to have conceded twice, but a 3-goal addition to the goal difference column is still a big help. The Reds are still one behind Man United in this regard, so despite going level on points with Michael Carrick's resurgent side, they are still behind them in the table. Aston Villa look to be dropping off and their goals are drying up too, but Chelsea, despite their struggles, are strong in this area with a goal difference of plus 17. Liverpool need to keep winning, and at the same time they need to keep scoring in whichever way the goals arrive. Today was a good blueprint for planning a charge up the table in the points column, while also complementing the goal difference column. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.